guys, you're going to need 2 index cards for 2 more vocab words. On Tuesday, we did arrived and immigrated. Now we're going to do moment and inspected. So our first word is going to be inspected. So make sure you have your index cards ready to go. Inspected means that you are looking at something carefully and closely. So here I have an eye with a magnifying glass, and he's looking at a ladybug. So that is going to be my example image. The back, I have the definition. To look at closely and carefully. I inspected the ladybug, it's supposed to be ladybug, but I just put bug, it's perfectly fine. I inspected the bug with a magnifying glass. So I have my definition, and I have my example sentence that matches my picture. So if you need to pause the video to do this, please do so. Our next word is moment. A moment is a short period of time. It's not a long period of time. It's not 10 minutes. It's not an hour. It's not days. It's just very, very short. So here I kind of have a stopwatch, and I put 10 seconds because 10 seconds is a very short amount of time. It is a moment. So a moment, for my definition, is a small amount of time. It takes a moment to say thank you. It only takes a short amount of time to tell someone thank you. So that is my example sentence. Once you have these 2 done, make sure you put it make sure you put it with your arrived and immigrated. So you should have 4 vocab words altogether. Now what we're going to do is we are going to talk about similes. Similes are 2 things being compared that are totally different, and you will see in this video.
In this video, we are going to learn about similes. This is going to be so awesome. It could be featured on... Well, as we mentioned earlier, in this video, we are going to learn about similes. Similes are a lot of fun to use. In fact, you probably already use similes, maybe even without realizing it. You might be wondering, what are similes? How could I have used them if I don't even know what they are? Similes are actually a way of comparing 2 things. We compare things all of the time. Look at this comparison. The baby sleeps like a koala. In this sentence, we're comparing the baby to a koala. What's the comparison? That the baby sleeps like a koala. This is a comparison. Look at this comparison. His sister is as gentle as a lamb. His sister is as gentle as a lamb. The comparison is between his sister and the lamb. And the gentleness is what makes them similar. His sister is as gentle as a lamb. That's a comparison. Let's look at both of our comparisons again. The baby sleeps like a koala, and his sister is as gentle as a lamb. You want to know something interesting about these comparisons? These comparisons are similes. That's right. Both of these sentences are similes. You see, similes are comparisons that use the words like or as. If there's a comparison that uses the words like or as, then you know that that comparison is a simile. Look at this sentence. Learning is as easy as pie. Wow, learning is being compared to having pie. Easy as pie is a very common simile that means easy. Just like it's easy to eat pie, in this sentence, learning is as easy as pie. It's easy to learn. Learning is as easy as pie. This is a simile because it is a comparison using the word as. Remember, similes are comparisons that use the words like or as. Similes are a way of comparing things using the words like or as. Look at this simile. The strawberries are red like roses. The strawberries are red like roses. We know that this is a simile because it is a comparison. And notice the word like. The word like means, if it's a comparison, that it is a simile. The strawberries are being compared to the roses. And what do the strawberries have in common with the roses? Yeah, they're both red. The strawberries are red like the roses. This is a simile. Similes are easy to spot. A simile is a comparison and you're looking for one of two words. You're hunting for the word like or as. If the comparison uses either of these words, you know it's a simile. And what's cool is now you can use the word like or the word as in your comparisons to make your very own similes. Isn't that awesome? Wow, he is as happy as a clam that he knows what similes are now. Get it? That's a simile because it uses the word as. You know, a comparison that uses the word like or as is a simile. He's as happy as a clam. He's as happy as a homeschool pop viewer, right? You know? He's as happy as Mr. Whiskers, you know? Anyway, we hope you had fun learning about similes, and we hope to catch you next time.
So, you made it to the end of the video. You are awesome. Remember the kids' comments? We promised you we would share how you too could be featured on one of our videos.
Now we are going to use some simile examples and talk about them. This is not a Google form you need to do because you are going to do it right here, right now with me. The runner was as quick as a cheetah. This is a simile because it's using the words like or as. Here it's using the word as. The runner was as quick as a cheetah. What two things are being compared? Right. The runner and the cheetah are being compared. They are saying that the runner is quick like the cheetah, so that means that he runs fast. She laughed like a hyena. What two things are being compared here? Right, she is being compared to a hyena. What does it mean when someone says she is laughing like a hyena? If someone laughs like a hyena, what does that mean? When someone laughs like a hyena, they usually have either a funny laugh or they're laughing very hard. Dinner tasted like a cardboard box. What two things are being compared here? dinner in a cardboard box. What is the simile saying if they said dinner tastes like a cardboard box? They are saying that it tasted bland, it tasted boring, probably sometimes it could even taste bad. The snow was as white as a cloud. What two things are being compared here? The snow and the cloud are being compared. What is it saying if it's saying the snow is as white as a cloud? What does that mean? It means that the snow was really white. She was as sweet as honey. What two things are being compared here? She and honey are being compared. Why are they being compared? Because they are both sweet. The ball bounced like a kangaroo. What two things are being compared here? The ball and the kangaroo. It's saying a ball bounced like a kangaroo. What does that mean? It means that the ball probably is bouncing either a lot, it's bouncing high. After her bath, the baby was as fresh as a daisy. What two things are being compared here? The baby and a daisy. This one was a little tricky. This one gave us more information than what we needed. It's saying after her bath. So I understand if some of you put bath and daisy, but the main subject is the baby. They're talking about the baby. After her bath, the baby. The baby was fresh as a daisy. So the baby and a daisy are being compared and saying she was fresh. So that probably means that she's really clean. And last one. The bat felt as light as a feather to the hitter. This one can also trick you. So be careful on what two things are being compared. We are comparing the bat and the feather. Now I understand why you would put hitter, but that is just extra information. The bat fell as light as the feather. What is it talking about? It's talking about the bat. And what about the bat? Well, it fell as light as the feather, which means that it is probably very light because feathers are light. You can barely feel them. And that is all what we're going to do today, and I will see you tomorrow.